Hello tankers, I'm Dan.
I'm Brendan.
And I'm Joss.
We're here with some special E3 shows this week, rounding up and showering down with our favourite new games that have come out of this year's show.
Showering down? Is this some sort of group hygiene video game cleansing session?
Kinda, but without the creepy overtones.
So it's a load of games in a shower, being cleaned? By us?
Actually no. It's basically our favourite games from E3, some of which we knew about already and some of which are brand new, with all the details we know about them plus some of our opinions sprinkled on the top.
You should have just said that then. We could have done without the confusion.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the weirder it seems.
Yeah, my solid advice here would be don't think about it anymore. Anyway, here we go, and we're kicking off with Dead Space 3.
This is exactly what we've been looking for. This isn't just some random planet, Isaac. They found the source.
Although it's been the worst kept secret in human history these last few weeks, it's nice to get an official confirmation of Dead Space 3 and all the lovely new features it's bringing with it.
Firstly, the biggie. They've announced drop-in, drop-out co-op, meaning you'll be able to play the entire game with a friend. Or not. Your choice. Players adventuring together, though, will experience extra story points that won't be present in the lone player story. I quite like the sound of that. I like the idea of going through such an intense experience with one of your mates.
I, on the other hand, Dan, feel that it's going to ruin the Dead Space dark atmosphere that the series is famous for.
I reckon play it once alone and once co-op. But what do you think? Make sure you let us know in the comments. As you can see, the third game is set predominantly on some sort of ice planet, which we now know is called Tal Volantis. You end up here because the ship you're travelling on crash lands.
Sounds familiar.
But on the ground, series protagonist Isaac Clarke believes the key to ending the necromorph infestation lies somewhere on its icy new world.
On top of all the series' regular scares and challenges, Dead Space 3 will present Sub-Zero environments, all new necromorphs, giant boss creatures, and you won't even be able to turn your back on most of the human characters either. Trust is at a new low. One person you can trust, though, is new character Sergeant John Carver of EarthGov, who just so happens to be the co-op character you play as.
Dibs on Isaac!
Amazingly, the game is only a few months away and is expected in February 2013. We'll keep you updated as the release gets closer.
We've got a 60-minute window on the primary target.
A rather good-looking Crysis 3 trailer has surfaced at E3 too, depicting a specific mission in the game that appears to involve destroying a dam. The trailer shows that there are 3 different paths you can take through the level to achieve your objective, and suggests that routes through levels will be down to the player, allowing you to play to your strengths. Stealth versus sneak, or just shoot everything anyway but go the scenic route.
As we already know, the game is set in 2047 and we'll see you as lead character Prophet on a revenge mission after learning the truth about the construction of the nanodomes that have played their part in destroying society. With human enemies as well as countless alien foes, everyone is a target on Prophet's path for vengeance.
Good job he's got a massive bow and arrow then, and the enhanced nanosuit and all that alien tech.
Yes it is. As the trailer shows, the game is set in crumbling urban rainforests, and you'll also see dense swamplands and raging rivers. Within the Liberty Dome, which used to be New York City, there are 7 districts known as the 7 Wonders, or, as we like to think of them, 7 levels with slightly different graphics and requiring slightly different skills. The game is due in February 2013, so, just book the whole month off. What are you looking forward to about this? Let us know in the comments.
You know how Colin McRae games started as quite serious rally affairs but ended up dirt showdown with the razzmatazz and atmosphere?
Yes?
Guess what Forza are doing?
I see what you did there.
Did you see what I did there?
Yes, I saw what you did there. I did just say that.
Oh, anyway, Forza Horizon is on the way and combines all the realism, flair and expertise you'd expect from a Forza game, but with a festival atmosphere and the freedom of open road. You'll be taking part in the Horizon Festival of Colorado, USA, which will allow you to take your favourite cars into an exciting open road challenge. There'll be a 24-hour dynamic lighting cycle, meaning you will be racing at dawn, dusk, midday, midnight and everywhere in between, possibly in real time too.
From high mountain passes to down and dirty dusty tracks, you'll be racing in terrains never before seen in a Forza game. Speed, skill and style will be rewarded as you drive your way to victory. There will be festival events, street races, and you'll be able to team up with friends and compete online.
Forza
Forza.
Horizon is due on October 26th in Europe and the 23rd in America. We'll be on it like a car bonnet when it gets here.
Forza.
We've got hold of these great Borderlands 2 screen grabs, showing off how the new game will look.
It's 5 years since the first game took place, and this sequel will kick off with a fight-to-the-death gladiatorial tournament that presumably you'll have to win.
Your quest this time is to kill Handsome Jack, who's taken credit for the fruits of your collective efforts in the first game.
Bright, colourful worlds filled with interesting characters are once again the order of the day. It's still early days, but we wanted to show you these shots. We'll have much more info in the coming weeks. Blah.
We have been betrayed.
One of the standout moments of E3 this year was when South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone took to the stage of the Xbox media briefing and took the pee out of the smart glass presentation Microsoft had just done.
But they were there for a reason. There's a new South Park game on the way. Yay! The hero of the game is you, the new kid in South Park. Your quest is to make friends, and as the game begins, the whole town is engaged in a huge live-action role-playing game, just to make things easier.
It appears that this imaginary game quickly gets out of hand and turns into a full-scale battle of good versus evil.
You'll be out to defeat hippies, underpants gnomes, crab people, and other evil beings on your mission for the stick of truth. Only when you've proved yourself worthy of this quest will you be accepted as a friend from Stan, Kyle, Cartman and Kenny. Sounds suitably awesome.
Plus, it looks like an episode of the cartoon, not a game, so it could well be the most authentic feeling South Park game yet. Are you excited about this? Let us know in the comments, and hopefully look forward to playing it on March the 5th, 2013.
That's the same day as the new Tomb Raider.
Wow, may as well quit my job then.
Pretty much.
Nuns with guns! We did the first look at Hitman Absolution a few days ago, and you can find it on our channel. But this is something else.
Released as a tease just before E3, this is the Saints trailer, and it shows a group of sexy nuns trying to take out Agent 47 in a motel by using an RPG. But he's too clever for them, the baldy bugger.
As he takes them out one by one, you can't help wondering if this is a huge cry for attention by the developers, wanting to court some controversy ahead of this very high-profile release. But it's a Hitman game. Agent 47 never did discriminate about who he has to kill.
What's not clear is what it means. It could hint at some sort of co-op or multiplayer mode, maybe even a creative take on a Gears of War Horde style setup. That'd be crazy.
I'm sure we'll know what it all means soon enough. In the meantime, just enjoy it and let us know what you think below. The game is due out on November the 20th or thereabouts.
Unbelievable.
Get out.
One of the worst bits of news to come out of E3 this year, whilst not exactly world-ending, is that The Last of Us definitely won't be coming out in 2012. Oh.
We do have some lovely new screenshots though, showing off just how grim but strangely beautiful the game is going to be.
So it may be a little way off yet, but with Naughty Dog's track record and the core of the Uncharted 2 team working away on this, I think I have to admit that it's my most wanted game ever.
Expect lots more when we have it.
The world is changed. Much that once was is lost, for none now live who remember it.
We were all a little shocked recently when the Joker spoke in the Lego Batman 2 trailer.
But, judging by this, it's a direction the series wants to go in. Lego Lord of the Rings seems to be using actual movie voice samples from the cast. Unless it's just a clever trick for this teaser trailer.
They seem to be going for it in a big way with this one though. Judging by the almost perfect set recreation scene here, we just hope they don't lose their charm along the way.
If they're trying to recreate the entire trilogy in Lego, they must be bricking it.
Oh no. No. No!
Gandalf! You shall not pass! They have a cave troll.
I never was a greedy man, never cared much about money. Then we had a son while the whole world went to hell.
The Lost Planet franchise has definitely found a fan base over its first 2 games, but we're guessing it's not as big as Capcom would have liked, and judging by the changes they're making for the 3rd installment.
This new game won't be developed internally by Capcom for a start. It's being made by Spark Unlimited, the guys that did Turning Point, Fall of Liberty.
It's also a prequel to the first 2 games, and will be returning to the more story-driven narrative style of the original. There will be a series of core quests to complete, but also a smattering of side quests that you'll be able to choose and play if you so feel.
The main bad guys will once again be acrid, and the story will explain how events of the first game come to pass. Your character Jim is mining for minerals on the planet EDN-3 to send back to Earth as an employee of Nevek, who later becomes series bad guys. You have a family waiting for you back on Earth, although we're yet to see how big a part they play in the full story.
What we can see from this trailer is that there will be some sweet tech involved as you explore the game world, and that the icy conditions of Game 1 have been returned to.
The first 2 games got quite a cold reception from the collective GameTankTV crew, so it will be interesting to see if the change in direction and developer will change our minds.
Whilst it may be a new team making the game, there should be some continuity brought about by the series director Kenji Oguro, who's still at the helm. Will that be enough? We'll see. If you're a Lost Planet fan, stick up for the series in the comments and tell us we're wrong to doubt it. The game is due in 2013, we'll see you there.
I hope this one doesn't get a cold reception.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I see.
In progress. I repeat, this is a code red, requesting assistance.
Next time, I'm asking for triple.
Another huge setback for the CIA. An American
In Washington State, more rumors of the Blacklist.
Sam Fisher made an appearance at E3 too, as Ubisoft announced the next game in the Splinter Cell series. To give the full title, this is Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist, and it takes place after the events of Conviction.
Don't you mean Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Conviction?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. Oh, this is going to be a long voiceover. Blacklist is the name of the new terror plot that threatens the globe, although Third Echelon, the long-standing employer/enemy of Sam Fisher, is no more. The president shut it down after the events of the last game.
Would that be Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell?
Don't! Third Echelon may be gone, but Sam Fisher is now in charge of a souped-up continuation of it.
Oh, this is a great opportunity for the developers to name the new organisation then. They can let their imaginations run wild and dream up the most exciting, fresh and brilliant new...
It's called Fourth Echelon.
Well, I have to say, I rather think they've missed a trick there.
Good, I'm glad you shared your opinion. The mark and execute move from the last game will be back, but Ubisoft are also introducing something called killing in motion, meaning you'll be able to take down bad guy after bad guy in one fluid motion, and in quick succession. Are you sat down, Dan?
I am. Why?
Just making sure before this next bit. There'll also be Kinect integration. But it seems to be limited to voice interaction, which will allow you to shout things like a nutter in your living room to distract digital on-screen bad guys.
Couldn't they have just put that on the D-pad and had Sam say it?
They could have also used the headset as well.
Oh, carry on. The game is due in spring 2013 for Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 and PC, and we'll bring you more on this as we know it. Drop us a comment if you're looking forward to this or if you have any questions.
That's the end of the first E3 2012 roundup show, but we'll be having a closer look at some of the most promising looking games over the next few days. Subscribe to our channel and you'll know when they're up.
There will also be one more huge roundup show like this one to end our coverage of this year's E3, so look out for that one too.
See you next time.
Stay tuned at www.GameTankTV, or else, you jive turkeys.
Who was that?
That was Becky Barricade. You'll be seeing more of her.
Awesome. Can you give her my
No, I can't.